Hi, Mark Dice, and welcome back to Let's Play Baroque. Like most of my LPs, this has just turned out into a rant fest. I'm sure one of these gets me on hate list somewhere. Ugh. And I watched that ad with PETA, where it's like a woman who, I left a comment on it because I said it was so stupid. They're like, I think this might be the last floor. I don't see any warped floors yet. Maybe there just aren't many enemies around? Oh, none of the floors are warped. It does have the music like it's the last floor, though. Weird. Ah, yeah, it is. Fuck. Actually, let me pause the video real quick. I want to look up what I have to do to extend the tower and stuff like that, so be right back. Okay. So I read through some of the stuff. The room wasn't open on 2800, so I have to shoot Dr. Angelicus on an earlier floor, and it does take several tower runs before it gets unlocked. Usually about 4 or 5. There we go. So, yeah, I probably have to do, like, one more tower run in order to get it. And I'm going to... You are me branded, right? Good. And so are the Hope Wings. The Recovery A isn't going to help me right now. Can't do anything about the Lover's Crystal. So let's equip the Twisted Coat. And we'll throw it into the Consciousness Orb in which the Archangel is impaled to. But basically, once you get a certain amount of dialogue from Dr. Angelicus, she will unlock a door, and then you can finally get the final Sephira. So yeah, that's the last thing I need. At this point, I pretty much have all the gears I need to proceed. Oh, good. This one's stupid. Let's throw the Twisted Coat into this one. And the other one, I should probably throw the Blind Lethargy or the Lovers. Either that or the Recovery A. I think I want to do the Recovery A, so that way I can boost the hell out of my attack. I don't think there's much else really remaining in here. Alright, let's just explore, because I think I'm pretty sure as you go, considering that I'm at 3,000, and I need 3,900 is the ultimate height I need, in order to pretty much get everything. I don't know, why are you being so fussy? Hold on. Ooh, that sounds even louder now. I'm gonna have to do, like, a quick reset and go back in. Maybe it's getting this fussy. I think it's just because I paused the video, it's being fussy. This recorder does not like being paused for very long. It'll start like flashing and stuff, which is really annoying. Alright, I'll just wear the Hope Wings next time. I have a music box. Could throw a Stubborn box, I'd rather throw back Recovery A.
Why are you hesitating? Erase the Absolute God. With the idea Sephira of the Absolute God, we will create the new world. We will fix this distorted world filled with twisted beings. Now enter the Consciousness Orb and head for the bottom floor.
Alright, first we're gonna do this. I'm gonna save here, and I want to make sure I get a new ending, because it's important to get new endings, or at least to do an ending that may extend the tower. So, now let's just save over this one. It was 47 in the last one. And yeah, I'm one level up. Oh, itchy. I don't need need
The
this.
absolute God created multiple divinalities
Oh, shut
to
up.
fill the gap you left, and has twisted beyond.
Don't go crazy, don't go crazy, don't go crazy, don't go crazy, don't go
Alright.
crazy, don't go. I wanted to become one with you.
See, it's funny that she wants you to purify her, but wants her to become one with me again. I should have looked at the
I killed
database.
my big brother. I killed you. I killed the world.
That's right. But that is the only way to save this distorted world.
His voice. The Archangel?
Bring the absolute God's idea Sephira to me,
What for?
so you and I can create the new world.
I don't need a new world.
What?
I don't want things like this. Can I redo the world with this idea, Sephira?
Don't be foolish. You can't create a new world by yourself.
It doesn't need to be a new world. I just want... to restart the world.
Alright. I think I need the other ending. Alright. We already know what happens there. The Naruto blows up. So, as long as it is, I'm going to check one thing, because I'm not sure if I have all of them. Because I want to make sure I have the right thing. This game can be finicky about that kind of stuff, so... And there are effects that people just don't know about. Alright. I won't have either of these because, essentially, this is the opening. This is when you complete the first tower. If you die in the tower, you get that one. And I think if you go to merge with God, you get the other one. So they're different things. Unfortunately, you don't really start off with those. I have both the original hearts. Okay, so I have both of the enders. I have the memory. So that's the littles. Okay, yeah, I need to merge with God. Okay. I got you.
The absolute God created multiple divinalities to fill the gap you left.
Don't go crazy, don't go crazy.
Apparently,
don't go crazy, don't go crazy.
you
Don't
can
go
make
crazy, don't go
some
crazy,
NPCs
don't go
reappear
crazy,
like
don't
Long
go
Neck,
crazy, don't go
but
crazy, don't go crazy,
the
don't
method
go...
is unknown. Time for us to become one again.
No! Don't come any closer!
No means yes.
Help me! Help me!
I know we've probably seen this before, but I think it's integral that we get it, because I didn't have it in my database. Since you've seen it before, he's totally grabbing God's butt. I mean, wouldn't you?
Don't go crazy, 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 don't go crazy,
If you
don't
have
go
gone
crazy,
crazy,
don't go crazy,
then so
don't
will
go
I.
crazy, don't go crazy,
I treasure you
don't go
far more
crazy,
than
don't
saving
go
the
crazy,
world.
don't go crazy,
The reason
don't
I
go
was
crazy,
born is to
don't go
become
crazy,
one with
don't
you.
go crazy, don't go crazy, don't go crazy, don't go crazy, don't go.
Are you saying you refuse to save the world? The world's inhabitants are suffering at the mercy of their Baroques, and you, the cause of it all, are going to close yourselves in and leave the world in lunacy?
Don't go crazy. Save the world. Don't go crazy.
It doesn't matter. I treasure you more than the world itself.
Are you going to lead the world into emptiness?
Don't go crazy. Please, don't go crazy.
Don't worry. I have chosen you.
But I cannot control my own self. I'll just drive you mad. Give me back my pain, my suffering. I must have pain to control myself.
That's right. Get away from her. God knows no pain. Her pain is being cultivated as lilies in the Amazons. Those who know not pain cannot control themselves.
Alright. So that should be correct. Now the tower should be extended. And then I can get the... hopefully unlock the door after I shoot Dr. Angelicus.
All there is for me now is to rot away.
Yeah, I could have chosen to get killed by him, but I chose not to, just because it's kind of inconvenient to keep dying. I mean, luckily I haven't had too many fails in this.
I've had my master alter the bag on my head. I can hold 15 items now.
Look at that big old bag on your
Thanks
head.
to you, I've been feeling weird recently. I kind of like having you inflict pain on me. I want to store your...
Shut the hell up and give me my items. Less talky, more item givey. Alright, Goldbone, you're coming the fuck with me. Yeah, let's take Little, Star, Judgment, Twisted Coat, and I will take... I'll leave this protector here. I'll probably just have both of them back. There's another way to do the split branding. And yeah, I'm saving the toy box. Music box is not all that helpful right now. So we'll leave all that stuff in there. Yeah, see, it looks really tiny right now. I wish I could... I can't zoom the camera in
When the
here.
item list's got 50 items filled in, my master said he'd make the bag on my head big.
Come on, get up there. No. Down. No, not left. Down. See, that's a pretty awesome sword. Well, anyway. I should probably me brand it right now. Just to make sure I get it back. We've got some crystals to throw.
I see.
Unstoppable.
Baroque,
You've already shown me this crystal.
Oh crap, and I gave the wrong one.
unstable emotions, tears, awkward words. dependence, a sense of loss, times past.
And also, as a note, I always choose to get rid of Baroques that I already have. Just because I think it's kind of fruitless.
In his poem, Sakutara Hagiwara said, "Uah, good evening. Uah, good evening. Uah, 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 uah. The man of this household is bedridden." Marie said, "Each person
I have to
has
look
their
up
own enemies."
how to, oh yeah, I forgot to grab these and give them to the Baroque monger. Each person has a different item you have to give them. Or, I mean, the horn girl disappears, pretty much once long neck disappears, or after you show her long neck's crystal.
Baroques aren't just a delusion. At times, they become the power that influences the mind and body. An imaginary reality held in the girl's palms. A comfortable world detached from the pain that stood before her eyes. His neck grew as if to avert his eyes from his own sin, and his body grew corpulent as he desired death. Quite a troublesome person indeed.
Always good to know. Long necks of crazy pants. I think I threw back a heart fruit. Not 100% sure.
Throw something at me.
Shut up.
My head is starting to... Throw something at me.
Thank you. Yeah, sometimes when you use certain swords, he won't react as he's supposed to. Yeah, let's take the B brand.
Head is turning to...
Oh, I don't care about your head being itchy. Get some head and shoulders, you bitch. There we go.
Itch.
Heal the world and yourself. Talk to the inhabitants of the outer world. But you must make it to the bottom floor. Use this and go.
Woohoo! Back in the tower once again. See, it's a little weaker, a little shorter. I think as it grows, it gets bigger and more powerful. Hey, that protector's still protected from rot. It's kind of disappointing to not get a level up on the first level. Oh well. Well, let's go down. Because I'm pretty sure no matter what, you need to at least make it to the 10th floor before you can... or the 10th incarnation of you. Got you, blue. Oh, special fluid already. Nice. I'm looking pretty boss with my white coat and white wings. There are skeletal wings, but I forget what they're called. Maybe vampire wings or something. Something like that. I mean, right now I really only get status effect wings, like, you know, experience or sight or other things like that. That's right, gotta level up from a blue. And it is going to be a little bit more of a pain to finagle around using the vampire sword, but I think I might want to trident it, so that way it does a bigger area of effect. No more with you. You've officially been absorbed. Or purified, whichever happened first. Next floor. There we go. Alright. Oh. After this episode, I'm gonna have to get some stuff prepared. I have to move some stuff onto my computer. Well, from my netbook to my computer. Double kill. So you can already tell the difference in attack. Don't worry. This sword will get absurdly powerful later. And it keeps it even after it's unequipped. I mean, it does kind of suck for now that it doesn't do much and it's not very powerful, but trust me. Burn meat. God, I wish I had an unidentify or an identify brand. Unidentify. An identify brand. Or a disarm brand. Disarm brands are very helpful. I don't really need to throw anything back right now. I mean, I guess I could just throw back something I don't have identified.
We had no ability to speak. No. Rather, the world we maintained itself was our language. Due to the project you called Debar, you and I became one, and you tried to hear our will in your own tongue. But the Archangel tore us apart. We entrusted you with the ability to purify, and you left us the ability to speak your language.
Yes, it's very nice to know that if you heard God's language, you would go nuts.
So you want to erase me too?
I'm not sure when the vampire sword gets stronger. I think it's really just kind of random when it does. Like, sometimes you'll go down a floor and it'll get like +5 attack and you'll be like, holy shit. Thanks for the hit points. Yeah, and as you get higher in level, you start draining more and more hit points from them. I mean, yeah, my defender is like absurdly powered, and I'll probably use that later until the vampire sword actually gets up to its appropriate levels. Fleece coat. Yeah, I don't really even need coats. I don't even know why I'm picking them up. Most of the stuff is just for the Cursebringer Angel, which I really should just kind of rush to him. Go ahead, get hit by a fireball. Yeah, I mean, all I could really ask for is a vitality drain and a stomach ache and confusion parasite. I don't really need antidotes anymore at all. I will keep the special though. Yeah, when you're using small swords like this, the targeting system is your friend. You guys aren't really much of a threat because you don't poison me or anything anymore. Let's see, yeah, 16. So yeah, actually, let's see, if... plus 11, or up 11. That's its health right now. That's how much extra I get. This was only plus 3. Did it get more powerful? I thought it was only 2. The meat brand, I don't know. Also, unequipping it doesn't make a difference. Oh, buddy! Look who I wanted to see. Now I have 2 angelic rifles. Identifying. Antidotes aren't very helpful. Let's eat the identifying bone. Actually, let's throw the gold first. And we have another toy box. Okay, good. It was identified. Now, let's give him that, because I have an extra. And the antidote. I don't need any wings. I don't really need much of anything, other than boxes and stuff. Not what I meant to eat. 2 puny coats. Let's throw this one back first. Oh, he took it. I thought he was just going to purify it and then throw it back to me. Like the glass sword he just purified. Nutritive, that's kind of nice, but I don't really need it. I'll hold the indefinite. I really want to hold boxes for the box bearer. Let's do that first. Much better. I feel much better. I am already liking this tower run. I don't know if I'm going to use the increases attack with equipped swords. Use it on the. I'll probably use it on the vampire, just because the levels of attack. Because the vampire is essentially limitless in terms of its power. That's what makes it so powerful. But I don't know if I'm going to give it the all the sword power-ups, or if I'm going to a healing brand. That could be a possibility. Could very well be a possibility. That's the one nice thing about this, is you can always hit glues. These glues are annoying. Yeah, let's hit the switch. Let's see some new monsters. Also, considering, I have immunity to most things, I think if I don't have the ice, I think I won't see the Orhunangus or whatever, the annoying skeleton cage guys that shoot lightning. Oh, they're already in the wall.
A traumatic childhood experience, forgetting it or recreating it as a new memory
would be best, I believe.
Alright, what else do you say?
My side itches and...
It's just not funny.
My side itches... Oh no, that's quite alright. There's no need to purify us. We'll just slowly assimilate with everyone. My side itches.
And, yeah, they're pretty much meeting their end. And their cages, if you notice, have gotten a lot more distorted. How they were nice and straight before, now they're all screwed up. Because essentially the distortion is getting worse, but better. It's getting worse, but it's going in the direction it should be. I think I have to fuse with God like twice more, and the second time will be the ending. Alright, are we done? Maybe that one little hallway. And actually I should probably ditch all the rest of this crap I have. And sort. I really need to be careful on later floors to really search everything, because especially the 2000th floor and the 28th, like the 28th floor are the floors I really need to keep an eye out for secret doors, stuff like that. I don't need an antidote, so you can have that. And you know what? I don't really need the healing brand. I'd rather hold out for like an identify or something a little better. Port bones. Thank you. Could you please do that again? Well, that works too. My nuggets itch. I thought you needed to know. Inquiring minds want to know the state of my nuggets. Alright, oh, hi there. I also might drop all of my items before giving the box bearer boxes, in case he gives me, like, hungry boxes or cannibal boxes. But, I don't know. Hello again, Cursebringer Angel. I wish you could get more of a backstory on what exactly the Cursebringer Angel is. And essentially, like, parts of this game are just complete. Like, you probably wouldn't be able to complete certain things without the Cursebringer Angel. Just because he's the Cursebringer Angel. Yay, antidote, aka about this an unstackable bone. I kind of wish you got fluids and injectors separately, and you could stack fluids. I mean, it would kind of suck for cloning, splitting items, but... I was having to make sure to throw out more, like, coats and stuff like that. Thank you. Yeah. The nice part about the drain effect is it actually hurts that enemy for that much damage. Even though it doesn't seem like much, it really does add up, especially later on when it powers up and you can get it multiple times. Yeah. Haha, I'm immune. Yeah, I know, you're immune. Oh, no. There's just something else here. I love that stepping in poison sound without hearing that you're now poisoned. Ah, it feels good. Now the only thing I have to worry about is things destroying my armor, or my weapons, or my wings. But I'm pretty much a beast. Of course. I have port bones though, don't I? No, I only have experience bones. Throw me a freaking bone here. I think the only thing that leveling up really does is like give you a little bit more defense in terms of enemies like at base attacks don't do like absurd amounts of damage to you. But I'm not 100% sure. I've never really known what half of it does. Halftime's kind of nice. Don't really need it, though. Yes, 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 I know you're annoying. Yeah, let's just make this easy. Oh, even better. Level 9? Well, I have gone down 3 floors, so that shouldn't be too surprising. Just go in there to get this mapped. I mean, at this point, I shouldn't worry about it too much, but I'm always worried about getting to, like, later floors and being too gimpy to really do anything. Because trust me, it sucks to be on the losing side of a battle later on. Also, I figure a faster weapon is probably a little bit more convenient. I hate that, because you can't really, like, sometimes on this, like, mini-map, you can't always see what you miss. Until it's, like, out of the way. The only thing I don't like about having a white coat. I mean, it'd be worse if I had a purple coat or a blue coat. Oh, Alice writing?
We don't really understand what pain is, though I feel we're missing a lot of parts.
Alright.
I heard the voice of the littles. I don't understand that feeling. Is that what we're missing? I heard the voice of the littles.
Alright. That's the other thing I was missing, because I'm not big on shooting people with angelic rifles. Just not a thing I like doing. Now that you know what pain is, make it. Because I know you have to shoot her once, which I totally forgot about in an earlier run-through, when I should have done it. And I don't care about that tiny hallway. I'm going to skip it. This hallway, not so much. But... I think I was supposed to shoot Eliza, too. But too late. Okay, I thought my protector was gone. I was like, motherfucker. The only thing that sucks about the vampire sword is you basically need to get it something to prevent its stats from going down ever, because once the stats go down, if it's like a bonus stat, then you won't get it back until the next time it upgrades itself. So you need like I think a hope fluid to prevent degradation. I'm pretty sure it is. I'm pretty sure we can do the next floor. +8! I've died a lot of... Well, I've destroyed and recreated the world many times. It sucks to think that the entire epoch of human existence is completely recreated. Just because, you know, this guy wants to redo his mistakes. Only things are slightly different. See, now it's only killing the 2. Ooh, appraisal. Yeah, let's use an antidote. Let's use both of them. Because fuck them, I don't need them. Let's see what his branding is. Throw. Lame! See, is there anything else? Other way to go from there? No. You sweet, buttery little... Oh! Oh ho ho! Yeah, you know what, I'll use it. I already have one back in the beginning, so... don't really care all that much. So I also need split boxes. Cursebringer, you are appearing like everywhere now. No, don't hit the Cursebringer. No, you get back here, son of a bitch. Oh, a dead parasite, thank you. I think if I throw that at the Cursebringer, he gives me another parasite. Like he repairs it, so to speak. Fuck did you go, you hoppy little bitch? There you are. Off the fire. Now it's just spamming. And the Cursebringer Angel has gone off somewhere. I think he was in here, right? He was in here. Who knows where he is now? He is a roaming guy. Although I don't think... Dumbass. I don't think he ever goes on ports, so he won't be able to get back through there unless there's another exit way through there. Another way to get out of there. Did he come back this way? The only problem with a weaker sword is that those guys become suddenly so much more of a pain in the ass. Which I think I just said that, but I wanted to reiterate that those guys become a huge pain in the ass. Oh, good. He's like kind of half stuck there. This was a fire parasite. Let's see. No, he kept it. There we go. Now the cleansing sword will actually be powerful. No, it's still the same. All these damn glue brand swords. Unidentified parasite, huh? What else can I give you? I'm not giving you a toy box or an indefinite box. Let's give you a throw in halftime. Oh, heart fruit. Thanks. I don't know what these bones are. They could be something really good, but... Let's see. Give me a coat. Unknown branding. Okay. So, let's give you... Coat is a 9. Let's put it on. So, glass coat. Okay. I love that. It's satisfying. Alright, I'm not going to get rid of the parasite or the branding, because both of them could be something really good. But let's eat. Shall we eat? Every time I see the special fluid, I think of the movie Specialis. Well, Special with the drug Specialis. That was a really good movie, if you haven't seen it. Although, there is like a movie that tries to copy it really hard and just does not do as good a job. I think Special just has this like right feel that makes it really good. I don't know how to explain it. Other than like, it's just the characters, the way they interact, the world that they live in, like the way they make you feel in the movie is like correct to how I guess their world should be. I mean, there is some ridiculousness in it, but what do you expect? It's kind of like the Total Recall of nerd movies, without being as nerdy as Total Recall. One article I synthesize. Alright, are we done here? We are indeed done here. Whatever, I'll keep those for restoration. Alright, well that's all for Let's Play Baroque with me, Morak Dice. See you later.